Hi, I just saw your video. I thought that was pretty on point with similar experience that I had from becoming manic, from being manic in that sort of sense. I only had one episode though, and it was a little bit of a blend of schizophrenia and manic. Like I was hearing voices and then doing crazy things. Like I took a lighter and the day before my manic episode, I held a lighter to my hand for like 5 minutes, like just not on my thumb or not on my fingers or anything, but I just held it, like just like this. And I had a big blister. And the next day that blister popped. And then I was just hearing thoughts in my head telling me to lick the juice and stuff, and I was just weird stuff, and I was like, okay. So I did. And then I just felt this surge of energy come as soon as I did it. It was just crazy, this surge of just energy. And then I started reading really fast, and I started talking really fast, and I was talking in rhymes, and I was just, my eyes were super dilated. My roommate come home, and because we were talking on the phone, and I was going nuts, and then he came back, and I had tried to kill myself. I had a big cut on my neck, because it was just driving me nuts. And I had cut my ankle and I had cut my wrist and I could barely walk and my eyes were just super dilated and it felt like it was some kind of demon crack or something that I was on, and it was just really weird. And then I left because he kicked me out. And I went for a walk, got picked up by the cops, and I was just going nuts, just rapping and talking smack, and I remember it pretty good, not too good, but there was like 5 people around me all asking me questions, and I was answering every question one at a time, like as they were asking at the same time, what's your birthday, what's your name, da 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 da, and then, well, just rambling on and on. This one lady came up to me and she tried to put this name tag on me, and she's like, "Don't put this on your eyes." I just looked at her from talking to the doctor, and I said, "No!" I don't really, talk about it all that much. I do sometimes, but what causes me to become manic, because I could kind of tell when I'm getting there, is actually when I do write. Like I would write music or poems, and then I'd rap them on some instrumental off the internet and record it. And when I did that, I actually became more manic, because I would sit there and I would just listen to it over and over and over, and then the words would just start running together, and then sentences and everything would just start coming out and just run on sentences, and I would start talking weird, and it just, so like you said, you write when you become manic. Well, writing makes me become manic, so I don't know if there's any kind of correlation there, if you are writing beforehand and all of a sudden you feel everything start coming on, but that's just kind of my experience. I'm not really schizophrenic, I don't think, because I don't hear voices unless I ask a question. Like, they don't just talk to me while I'm doing normal day things. I could just sit here and ask questions, and then I'll hear laughter and I'll hear other kinds of stuff. But I pretty much have learned to just live with it, and I don't take medications or anything. I think a lot of it caused, I smoked a lot of weed and I drank a lot at the same time, and along with that, everything else that was going on with music and working all the time, I think that was really a culmination of all these different events that brought on my episode. But I mean, it was crazy. That was a crazy night. I don't know, but I don't really know what else to say.